What is going on, Fractured Compass fans? I'm Mike.
I'm Bree.
And today we're going to be listing our top 10 most anticipated things at Halloween Horror Nights. So, we have a list compiled, and we're going to go ahead and just share with you what we're most excited to see. And I think we're going to go from our least
favorite to most favorite.
So,
but some of these mazes were a little like, oh, that could be my number one. That could be my number one. So just because we had to put them in an order, doesn't mean like, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Just because they're at number 10 doesn't mean like, oh, it's going to be terrible.
If they're at number 10, I think they're going to be terrible.
No. No. Watch, right here. So my number 10, right off the bat, oh yeah, you're right, Walking Dead. So yeah, number 10, it's Walking Dead. I think this is just a year-round maze. They do kind of redress it a little bit and add more scare actors in it, but for me, that doesn't really do it. So I honestly cannot go through the Walking Dead attraction, and I'll be fine.
Truth. But if it's like a 30-second wait, I might go in it just to see how many actors they did put inside of it.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah. Number 10 for me, guys, for Bree, Walking Dead.
All right, we matched.
Ah.
Boom. So yeah. Whatever. Hold on, my list is down here. All right, number 9. Ooh, and I think this is gonna make some people mad, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Say it.
Honestly, for me, number 9 is House of a Thousand Corpses.
Ooh.
Now, I know that is like a really big deal at Universal Studios, and anything that Rob Zombie touches is, you know, fantastic in terms of a maze. But for me, I don't know what it is. I'm just not super stoked on it. And I did watch the movie, and again, like, you know, the movie was very campy and very, you know, it was definitely like one of those like cult classic films, but to me, it didn't really hype me up too much for the maze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 9 on the list for me is Us.
I can understand that. Yeah.
I don't like slasher films. And I know that there is more to it than just being a slasher film and them like going after their privileged doppelgangers and whatnot and trying to rise above. Meh.
Fair. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's, you know,
good concept, still don't like slasher films. When it comes down to it, it's still a slasher film.
Yeah. Agreed.
When you really peel back all the layers.
Okay, so I guess that brings us on to number 8, and for me, it's Us. So okay. We're kind of on the same boat in terms of like, you know, where Us lies. Again, I thought Us was a good movie, and we kind of predicted that Us was going to be a maze this year. And you know, it's funny, I thought before it was officially announced, I was kind of more excited about it, and then as the year's been going, I've been less excited about it.
Okay.
I still think it's going to be good. I just don't think it's going to be the best thing they have to offer this year.
Right.
Yeah. So, what's your number 8?
All right, number 8 for me is going to be Creepshow.
Okay. You know what's funny? So far in the list, like, your, like, number 8 is, like, my number 7, and then your number 7 is, like, my number 6,
yeah.
so it's, yeah. So we're, like, just one off. But that's good.
But Creepshow, not really. It's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. I do love that it's short stories because that's what we do.
Like the anthology?
After Halloween and the anthology and everything like that. But it's not getting me hyped. It's not something that I'm excited about. It's just going to be a maze that we're going to go through.
Yeah.
For me, you know.
Honestly, I think at this point, on my number, I would have to agree. Like, Creepshow was definitely, I watched it and it was fun. And I liked it. It was a little corny, but that's okay. Like, I could do corny. Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
I do think that there are a lot of scenes that are going to translate well into a maze from Creepshow, though. There was like, as I was watching the movie, I'm like, oh, this will be fun. Like, I would really enjoy walking through this. However, as a movie, like, you know, But Creepshow is actually my number 7.
Okay.
And I think from this point on, from 7 all the way to 1, I'm more excited for these ones, I think. And so this was really hard for me to rank because I like this year's lineup for the most part. And so from this point on, my number 7 is Creepshow, and I am kind of excited to go through it because I do think that there are a lot of good scenes that can translate well to a maze.
So my number 7 pick is House of a Thousand Corpses. Okay. I love Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
I love Rob Zombie. I saw him in concert. I love his music. I'm not super excited about the maze. It's going to House of a Thousand Corpses, obviously. It's going to have a lot of gore.
Okay, so it's the gore that you're kind of like about, or is it just like you don't think it's going to have like the potential? Like
I think it could translate to a good maze. I'm not as hyped about it because I know it's just going to be going in. It's just going to be a lot of gore telling the story and the plot throughout the house. So,
yeah.
You know, it was like me going through the Purge maze.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like, okay.
Well, I kind of felt the same way. I mean, that's why it was literally number 9 on my list. So I get it.
Yeah.
I know what you actually were more generous on that one.
I probably was because I'm like, again, I love Rob Zombie.
Yes.
I grew up with Rob Zombie, enjoy his music.
Yeah.
Not so much his films.
And you know what?
They're just not my style.
We could totally be wrong, and that could be the best one.
It could.
Yeah.
And it's going to really have to have a really good soundtrack for me to be like...
Oh, it's Rob Zombie. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic soundtrack.
That might be the only thing that might redeem it in my eyes, other than that.
Well, I'm happy it's not going to be a 3D maze, because I think the other Rob Zombie IP was 3D, and I think this one's not going to be, so that's kind of exciting me. I do like 3D mazes, sometimes it makes me a little sick.
You get dizzy?
I get a little dizzy sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean... yeah. So, my number... What are we on? Number 6 now?
Number 6 maze.
So, number 6 for me is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I know. I can hear all of you guys in the comments just... screaming filth at me.
I'm screaming filth at you.
But here's the thing. This is why it's number 6 for me.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a fantastic maze. I do. I went to Orlando last year and I was able to go through the scare zone that was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And yes, the costumes were fantastic. The props were fantastic. The music was fantastic. These were all the elements that should just be like, oh, but it just wasn't scary to me. It just didn't scare me. Now, for some people, it doesn't matter if you get scared or not. Me, I want to kind of feel the fear a little bit, and so I'm going to really enjoy this maze, but I don't think it's going to be as scary as I would like it to be. So, I'm excited for it, but that's why it's at number 6 for me.
All right. Well, my number 6 maze, and you're probably going to be shocked about this.
Uh-oh.
Because, in fact, we didn't tell each other what our lineups were. So we're finding out right now. Is a maze that I had talked about a lot because I was like super excited about the concept. Is Holidays in Hell.
How dare you? No, it's okay. It's your list. It's fine. Why is that number 6?
Okay, let me tell you why it's number 6. I love the twist of holidays.
Yeah, you like twisted traditions.
I don't know, the more I thought about it, if it's going to be executed properly in my eyes. And that sounds super conceited. It sounds so
I mean,
ridiculous.
it's your opinion. It's fine.
But I don't know how they're going to execute it. It could be the best maze out there. It could be a complete, like, okay.
All right.
Vignette to vignette.
Okay.
With black walls in between. You know, but which is fine because you're going into design, you're going into to everything. It's a transition, but I just don't know if it's going to be executed properly because when I went through the scare zone last year that we went through right after Toxic Tunnel, I was like, oh, cool. But I wasn't like, oh, it was a really good, scare zone. It wasn't. It was cool. But I was like, this needs to be, if you're going to take holidays in a different direction, I feel like you need to it needs to be off the wall.
Well, maybe that might be this maze this year.
And it might.
Maybe.
I have some reservations about the execution.
Wow. And honestly, I'm kind of shocked because when we went to Monsterpalooza, we were so stoked because they showed us like concept art and they showed us like what the facade was going to be. So.
Absolutely. And we put a picture of the facade up and Baby New Year and the whole New Year's Eve thing that's happening.
All right.
I'm a little unsure about it.
Okay. Well, no, that is good to know. I just wasn't expecting that.
I know.
All right. Okay. You still throw me for a loop every once in a while.
We're just getting to know each other.
So I'm pretty sure we know each other. Okay, number 5 for me is Pandora's Box. I'm just stoked that Universal's doing an original maze. I don't really know what this one's going to turn out to be. This is just kind of like, I put this on number 5 because I just want it to be good because I want more original mazes at Universal. So that's why I put it there.
Samesies.
You did number 5?
I did too.
All right.
For pretty much the exact same reasons. So I'm really excited about Pandora's Box.
Oh, look, your Fracture Compass fam just has the same ideas.
I really hope they go into Greek mythology on this one. I love Greek mythology, so I hope that they go forward with it, and I hope it's executed properly. That's why I put it at number 5 as well. I was like, I'm waiting.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I really hope that they execute this properly, because they could go so many different directions.
That's true. Yeah, and like it could be bad, it could be good.
We'll see. We'll see in
It could
5
be bad,
days.
it could be good.
I don't know.
All right, number 4. Some of you guys are gonna be a little angry at this one, but it's Stranger Things. And the reason being that I put Stranger Things, yes, I think it's going to be fun. It's fantastic. And I'm excited that it's season 2 with season 3 in it. But I think I saw it last year. I kind of know a little bit of how they're going to do certain things. And so, yes, I'm super excited for it. But it's kind of like taking the back seat on this year because there's other newer things that are out. So I think it's going to be a good one, though. I do. What about you?
My number 4 is Killer Clowns.
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
When I was 8, I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it gave me nightmares for 4 days. Do I think it's going to be scary? I think it has a lot of potential to be scary if they do it right.
I don't.
But
Sorry.
I can see how people aren't scared of it either, because I think it is a dark comedy. On a clown thing. So like, you've got some scary elements, but for the most part you've got this comedic undertone that's going on with everything that's happening in it. But I'm excited for it because I feel like it should be a bright, colorful, like silly, dark comedy maze.
Yeah. And I don't want you guys thinking that like I'm ripping on comedy mazes. They literally did a maze a few years ago called This Is the End in 3D behind the Mummy Queue, and I loved it. I wasn't scared at all, but it was fun. Yeah. So the reason why it's on my list is because I'm judging by like what's probably going to scare me the most and what, you know. So that's where I'm coming from.
And I'm going off of the overall, like, how am I going to feel when I walk out of this maze?
Mine's a little bit of that, I guess. Yeah, mine's that too, yeah. I think mine's just what I'm most excited for as well. It's a combination of things, really. All right, we are down to our top 3 now. Are we ready? These are the big ones. Really, my top 3 I'm all stoked for. Super stoked for.
Okay.
Number 3 is Ghostbusters. I wasn't sold on this announcement at first, and then the more I thought about it, and the more okay, I did see leaked photos of Slimer and stuff. The more I was like, oh, this looks really good. I'm gonna say something really controversial, and a lot of you guys are gonna get mad at me.
Yo.
But I didn't really enjoy the Ghostbusters movie. I've never seen it before. I saw it for the first time when I fell asleep.
It's over.
I'm sorry. I think maybe I should rewatch it with adjusted expectations. I didn't like it all that much. However, I think it's going to be a brilliant maze. And so I think, you know, it's going to be, I don't know what it was. I had a hard time getting into Ghostbusters.
Why? Okay, I'm back.
She's mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
She's disappointed.
We grew up in a different time.
Hey, I love 80s movies. I love movies all the way back to like the 30s. I don't know what it was. I'm sorry, guys.
You don't have to.
I'm just as disappointed as you guys are. Okay, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Frankenstein meets Wolfman. Wolfman. Okay. The only reason I put this in my top 3, I love the Universal monsters, so I'm super excited for that. And then the Monsters maze last year was so amazing.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was one of our favorite mazes. So anything to do with the Universal's monsters, I love, and I will give leeway to anything that's a little off kilter that I don't like. So I really hope that they execute this execute this well.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it. I'm here for any monster maze. I love all honestly, the Universal monsters.
You know what kind of bothers me too? Can I just go on a little vent sesh? Okay, ready? Go. Classic Universal Monsters in Orlando is going to have a Creature from the Black Lagoon segment, and I am so freaking excited to go there because it's Creature from the Black Lagoon. Anyway, my number 2 for me is Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. So I think I think this has a lot of potential. I think this is Universal stomping grounds. Just bring it, make it good. Also, I think anything that has to do like werewolves, wolfmen, yeti, any big hairy furry things, they always terrify me in mazes. And I have a feeling that the Wolfman is going to really be scary. The American Werewolf in London, those like robot werewolves, they terrified me.
I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Demons! Demons! Well, yeah, so, I also have to agree with what you said. Like, I think this one has a lot of potential.
It does. I love it. My number 2 is Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I love Ghostbusters. I'm sorry. I grew up on Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 1, 2, 3. I forgive anything.
There's a third Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Like with Bill Murray? No.
With the girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that one too.
I liked that. You saw it with us.
I did.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. I know people are like, it's the worst movie in the world.
No,
it was entertaining to me. It was funny.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking before I make people real mad. So.
Or I just storm out this door. No,
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay, this channel needs to hold together.
But yes, my number 2 spot is Ghostbusters. I'm looking forward to it. When I did see some photos of the maze, I was like, oh, that's the hotel.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to see Slimer in the background. I just knew that was the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited on how they did it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it just flows really well.
Oh, I think it's going to.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so obviously we have one last one left. Mine is Holidays in Hell, which is like, I think I'm the most excited for this one because, like you said, I like Twisted Traditions, and from what I've seen from the concept art, I think it's going to be fantastic. It's another original maze, so I always want to support them doing original mazes, and I don't know, I think I really don't want this one to let me down. I am very excited to see what they have to offer on this one.
Good.
Great.
Great. No.
My number 1.
No, I really hope they do a good job.
Yeah.
I know it was like my number, 6 one. I'm just really scared for it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Because shock me. Please shock me. Anytime I have an opinion that it might go wrong, I love when I'm proved wrong. I love it.
Yeah.
Because then it's just great for everyone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I can't wait for you to be proven wrong about this maze.
prove me wrong.
Ooh, big words.
Ooh.
I don't know. Go ahead.
So obviously, if you've, done the math, my number 1 is Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. I love everything about Stranger Things. I cosplayed Steve Harrington. I love Stranger Things. So
Yeah.
no matter what, I'm going to go into this maze and just love walking through
Yeah.
Hawkins and seeing the Demogorgon. Are we doing Demodogs this year?
Demodogs, yeah. And I think we're going to see the Mind Flayer, if I'm not mistaken. Or that might be Orlando. I know for sure Orlando has the Starcourt Mall sequence. I don't know if we're getting it in Hollywood. I've been kind of avoiding like the John Murdy Horror Nights Twitter because I don't want to keep spoiling things for myself. So you guys are probably screaming at us right now.
I've been looking at it, and the last things that I saw that were put up a couple days ago were a lot of the masks from the.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to spoil it. I'm like, what are you doing?
No.
I just said I don't want to.
It was just a lot of the masks from the scare zones.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They put that up like a couple days ago.
And I find myself too, like, it's so hard to not look at like leaked photos sent to us and stuff like that because I'm like, no, like I just want to go in blind. So I think overall this is a great lineup. I'm excited for every maze again. We had to put them in order, and so yeah, Halloween Horror Nights. It's literally in a few days, and we will be there. We're gonna go ahead and film every maze for you guys, give you a good POV. We have a better camera this year that will do better in low light, so hopefully the quality will be better. Last year that was our first Halloween Horror Nights
Yes, it
filming.
was dark.
So it was dark, and I think this year we're a little better equipped. And again, if you guys see us there at the park, give us a hello. Name one of the 5 rules of Halloween. Just Google Sam's Halloween rules, and we will give you, excuse me, that was a burp, a bell or a little skeleton.
Yes. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys who decide to come up to us.
Yeah.
And please tell us what your favorite mazes are coming up this year for 2019 Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And give us your list.
Yeah, I want to see what other people are excited for.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and always be ready.
Because you never know where your compass will take you.
Bye!
Don't like Ghostbusters. Jesus.